It was the year 1521 AD, a time of exploration and discovery in Central America.
On the continent of South America, between Guatemala, Mexico, and Belize, lies an ancient civilization known as the Mayans. The Mayan people had built magnificent cities filled with temples, pyramids, and stunning architecture. The culture and tradition of the Mayan Empire were unmatched by any other civilization in the Americas. A group of brave explorers set out on a daring mission to uncover the secrets of the Mayans. In their travels, they stumbled upon an abundance of beautiful landmarks, including the breathtaking Tikal Temple, an old ceremonial center that housed immense statues and ancient glyphs. As they explored the ruins, they noticed an eerie silence filling the air, as if something was lurking in the shadows. A mysterious figure emerged from the darkness. He called himself Chacmul, the god king of the Mayan people. He told the explorers that the Mayans were once a great, powerful civilization, but had been decimated by plague and war. Chacmul said he could lead the travelers to a magical portal, hidden deep in the jungle, which was still guarded by the sacred snake deity Quetzalcoatl. Fearless and undaunted, the explorers followed Chacmul through the dense jungle foliage and into an ancient pyramid. The passageway deep within the bowels of the pyramid descended until it opened up into a majestic chamber. At the base of this chamber was a shimmering golden gate, surrounded by flames and smoke. Chacmul explained that this was the entrance to the legendary portal. Gingerly, the explorers stepped forward towards the golden gateway. Suddenly, the entrance began to tremble and shake as a tremendous roar emanated throughout the chamber. From behind them, the explorers heard the laughter of Chacmul, who laughed maniacally as he revealed that he was the guardian of the portal.
He warned them not to attempt to enter unless they possessed a special artifact known as the Sacred Key of Knowledge.
The explorers frantically searched the pyramid to find the key, but it was nowhere to be found. Dejected, they prepared to leave, when suddenly one of them glimpsed an outline of a fish on the stone wall. They followed the fishy symbol and discovered a crack in the wall, which led them to an underground chamber filled with treasures and artifacts. Sitting atop of a pedestal was the sacred key. With excitement, the explorers grabbed the key and returned to the portal. As soon as the key touched the gate, the gateway released a blinding light, which illuminated the entire pyramid. Chacmul congratulated the adventurers and explained that the portal would take them deeper into the Mayan Empire to uncover its many secrets. Together, the explorers crossed through the mystical gateway and emerged into a new world of exotic beauty. Tall trees blanketed in lush green jungles stretched as far as the eye could see. A serene river quickly snaked through the landscape, and the sounds of wild birds and animals echoed through the air. When the group glanced down at their feet, they discovered that they were standing atop a massive stepped pyramid, just like the ones in Tikal. In awe of their surroundings, the explorers proceeded to climb the gigantic steps of the pyramid. Upon reaching the summit, they uncovered the most incredible sight yet, a map of the entire Mayan Empire engraved into the ground. As their eyes traced the borders of the kingdom, the explorers couldn't help but feel a sense of enchantment.
They had uncovered a forgotten world and the secrets of the mysterious Mayans.
Inspired by their newfound knowledge, the adventurers decided to explore the numerous other fortifications and sites found within the empire. One particular location, El Mirador, stood out from the rest. Through the cloud of steam billowing around the city, the explorers caught sight of gigantic plazas, pyramids, and looming statues that commanded respect. Stepping closer to the structures, the explorers were awestruck by the beauty and grandeur of the city. Graffiti lined the walls, indicating that this place had seen great prosperity. Further investigation led to the discovery of a long-forgotten library where they found books documenting the events of the Mayan court, rulers and achievements. Excited by the findings, the travelers continued their tour of the empire, running into a strange group of indigenous peoples. The locals identified themselves as the Kei-ichi's warriors and explained that they were in the middle of a battle against hostile forces sent out by a powerful evil entity. They invited the explorers to join them, and together the combined forces rushed into battle. The fight raged on until the sun began to set. Just as the Keiichi's army began to collapse under the weight of their enemies, valuable allies emerged from the horizon in the form of the Lords of the Sky, who unleashed a rain of fire upon the enemy troops. The Quiche instantly recognized this divine intervention and carried it as a sign of protection. Together, the brave alliance pushed back their adversaries in a dramatic display of courage, strength, and determination. The tide of battle shifted, sending the evil force retreating and leaving the Keish victorious. The Lords of the Sky blessed the remaining warriors with gifts of gold and commands to spread the word of peace among all nations. Glowing from the pride of their heroic victory, the explorers decided it was time to move on and continue their journey. They travelled far and wide, exploring and learning more about the intriguing culture and customs of the Mayans. They journeyed to places such as Palenque and Copan, where advanced engineering feats of aqueduct systems, detailed hieroglyphic writing and terracing were discovered. Eventually, the adventurers arrived at the Mayan capital of Chichen Itza in search of one of the most spectacular locations on their journey. As soon as they encountered the grounds, they were taken aback by the refined scale of the city. The exquisite design featured round pyramids, courtyards, intricate ball courts, and elaborately decorated temples. Touring the grounds further, the explorers stumbled across an array of opulent tombs and mausoleums containing precious gold artifacts, jewels, and pottery left behind by the former wealthy rulers of the kingdom. But the most remarkable feature of the city, the Temple of Kukulkalkan, stood in the centre of the ruins and sported 91 steps on each side, leading up to the flat top. The explorers also found a well-preserved Zompantli, meaning skull rack. This macabre structure featured several ladders for priests to climb and stand on, allowing them to reach the upper platform, where skulls of sacrificial victims from their sacrificial ceremonies would hang. In awe of all of the wonders of the Mayan civilization, the explorers left the area in respect and admiration of these brave people. On their final excursion, the explorers visited an ancient Mayan city located in the Yucatan Peninsula called Tulum. Here, they were astonished by the breathtaking view of the Caribbean Sea, as well as the impressive defensive walls surrounding the city. Inside, they found several large temples dedicated to Mayan gods, including the Temple of the Descending God, which was used as a lighthouse to guide lost sailors back home. Having now toured the Grand Mayan Empire, the adventurers were full of stories to tell and knowledge to share. As they discussed their experiences and discoveries, the end of their heroic journey seemed bittersweet, knowing that this adventure could never be repeated. Nonetheless, the explorers went back home, embracing the future but never forgetting to look fondly back on their thrilling expedition to uncover the mysteries of the Mayan tribes.